Everybody talks about the seizures, the medication, the helmet. But the one thing that nobody really talks about is what epilepsy does to your mind. Hello, guys. I want to talk to you guys about something that nobody talks about. Um, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But one thing I've never seen anybody talk about, um, this side of seizures, epilepsy, whatever, is that having depression is part of it, because with the medication and the seizures and stuff like that, it doesn't just hit you physically, it hits you mentally. Okay? I've dealt with depression most of my life. Thank God I have support. You know, and a lot of people would think, if you got depression, you're weak. No, your brain is going through a battle. Especially with your seizures and your epilepsy, but then depression rears its ugly head. Now, my story with living with depression, I think I get depressed because of the fact that even though I know in my mind I know it's not true and stuff like that, but there's always something like a voice in the back of your head that says you're not good enough. No one loves you. And I know it's not true, but it happens. It happens. Sometimes I feel unwanted, unloved. And it's just, it eats me up inside half the time. But thank God I have a support system. I have a family. I have a wife that supports me. I'll talk about that on another video, about my support system and how I love my wife. It's awesome. But I've been on medication for depression. But the depression medication, it made me feel worse. So I got taken off of it. But don't get off of depression medication unless you consult your doctor first. But a lot of times, there's one time I decided I was going to end it all, I'm trying to be not specific or graphic because of YouTube's rules, but I was gonna be we'll say unalived, okay? And thank God my wife came home before I was able to go through with it and stuff like that. But through being a Christian, I've learned that through God gives me strength. And I wanted to read you guys an anchor verse for this video. Okay? It is Matthew 11:28-30 in the New King James Version. Come to me, all you labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And this was said by Jesus. Okay? This was said by Jesus. Now, why did Jesus... Now, what is a yoke? So, a yoke is like a bar, okay, that goes over two animals. Normally, if you think of a yoke, you think of oxen. But, a yoke could be over two oxen, two horses, anything that could pull a load. Okay, and a lot of times, when we go through depression and all these things, we think that we are alone. But we're not. As long as we lean on Jesus and stuff like that. And why did Jesus use? But I'm going to tell you, this is why Jesus used the example of a yoke when he says, "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Because all your burdens, Jesus is going to carry them with you. If you have two oxen together with that bar across their necks, that means they are sharing the load. So when you put your faith in Jesus and you put that yoke on with Jesus, Jesus helps you share the load. That's why he said, "My yoke is easy and my burden is light." Because when you are yoked, when you have that yoke, you are yoked together with your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And if you don't have him, I implore you, you need to just put your faith in him, because he will, no matter what you're going through, if you're going through addiction, depression, disease, whatever, put that yoke on with Jesus, okay? Because he will help you carry that. That's why he died on the cross, to take everything that is burdening us and carry it with us. He carries that with me every day. But anyways, have you guys ever had, struggles with, whether you have epilepsy or seizures with me or any other thing? Have you had to where you just felt like you just like, forget it, I'm done? I'd like to hear about it. Let me know. Hey, we can talk about it. My email is on my channel. If you guys ever want to email me a message or anything like that, please message me. I will be glad to talk to you through email. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful. Do me a favor. There are links down below if you're going through depression or you're thinking about, just saying goodbye to the world. Don't do it. There are resources down in the description. Take advantage of those resources. But anyways, this is the Unstoppable Viking saying, stay strong and stay unstoppable. Peace and God bless.